Million Woman March hits streets of Iraq demanding end to violence.
Here's a summary of the article.
Million Woman March hits streets of Iraq demanding end to viol. Breaking news. Thousands of women flanked by male allies have taken to the streets across Iraq to protest government violence against protests and celebrate women's participation in the movement. Thousands of women assembled on streets across Iraq on Thursday for large-scale marches against the staggering levels of violence. Comment: Saddam's attack on Iraq protests brings out his true colors. One video, purportedly of the protest in Baghdad, showed men flanking either side of the women's march forming a protective barrier by linking hands with each other. The hashtag captures a sense of belonging, grievances, but also aspirations of women for an inclusive home where women enjoy their full rights without fear of oppression, tweeted Balsam Mustafa, an Iraqi specialist at the University of Birmingham. The protests, which initially rallied around calls for better employment, public services and an end to the endemic government corruption, have mushroomed into the biggest grassroots uprising Iraq has seen in decades, with crowds hitting the streets of Baghdad and the Shia-majority south almost daily.
This post received a score of 15,312, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than videos from Baghdad's Tahrir Square, the epicenter of the protest movement that began on October 1, showed hundreds of women waving Iraqi flags, many of them wearing pink and holding up placards.
Million Woman March. Hundreds.
At this point the names are just for hype. They can call the next one the Billion Woman's March.
Hashtag THEFIRSTINTERGALACTICQUADRILLION Women's March. Down with the GLORBFARBPATRIARCHIITES of Alpha Ceti 2.
To be fair, those guys are dicks.
Guys? They are trigendered.
Did you just assume they're trigender?
There are only 3 genders. Quad genders are an abomination. The Space Bible says 3 for thee but 4 nevermore.
YAA. Never. More.
Greater than flanked by male allies. This is absolutely beautiful and so much of the world stands with them.
Similar footage of huge marches in Nasiriyah and Basra showed women chanting for revolution.
This happened on Thursday. Any updates?
The men agreed and there's no more violence now.
This is not a protest against violence instigated by men. They are anti-government protests, the same government that had murdered 600-plus Iraqis, 95% of which were men, since October.
Good. This area of the world needs feminism.
I couldn't agree more. I wish them the best. I think it's messed up that most of these comments are BS bullying and jokes. These women deserve respect. Godspeed girls, you have way more to gain than you think.
Holy shit, why are these comments so toxic? Just when I think we can't go any lower, you moron trolls step up your game.
I think the top comments are pretty solid. If you're seeking out toxic comments in this thread you'll find them, but that applies to any thread.
Allah protect those women from harm. BC their male oppressors sure do love to hate.
A number have been killed by the state security services, including prominent activists Sarah Talib, Huda Kuthair, Zara Khalasi and Jenan Shamani. All 4 were shot dead during the protests.
I nearly downvoted you because this makes me angry. They know that without leaders, this will fade out. I upvoted you finally. Yeah, this is going to turn out bloody.
So sad to hear about their suicide next week.
Harsh and likely true.
I hope Iraq finds peace. It's a travesty what we, the US, did to that country.
Yeah, I hear it was lovely before. Very progressive.
No fucks given about the headline. My sisters rise up. Equality for all. Purple heart raising hands. Women in Iraq want an end to violence. Raising hands.
Imagine if this would happen in Saudi Arabia. After the march will be another news, million women to be stoned.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.